For 30 years, we've been told the same story. A lone monster, a Milwaukee cannibal, a failure of policing. But after months of investigation, we've uncovered a pattern that the mainstream media refuses to touch. We've seen how the elite, the church, and the judiciary converge to manufacture the Dahmer narrative. But one question remains, the most dangerous one of all. This isn't speculation. This is a trail of military records, high-level political anomalies, and intelligence tradecraft buried in plain sight. Once you see the legend, you can't unsee the truth. In the world of the CIA, they don't just give you a fake ID. They build a legend. A legend is a meticulously fabricated history. Childhood photos, tax records, and a paper trail that survives hostile scrutiny. To be believable, a legend needs a foundation in reality. A job, a struggle, normalcy as camouflage. We aren't saying Dahmer was definitely a CIA operative, but the skill set, the tradecraft, is identical to what the FBI's Undercover and Sensitive Operations Unit uses right here on American soil. They train agents in identity fracture, the ability to live as someone else for years without breaking. Dahmer had the perfect foundation. He wasn't a loner, he was a project. Intelligence agencies don't recruit from thin air. They recruit from the military. Why? Because they already have the security clearances, the specialized training, and the psychological conditioning. Look at Dahmer's record. Enlisted at 18, trained as a combat medic, a role requiring extreme discipline, deployed to West Germany. Then he's discharged for alcohol abuse. But here is the anomaly. Despite the severe alcoholism, he received an honorable discharge. Why does that matter? Because a general or dishonorable discharge kills your chance at a future security clearance. An honorable discharge preserves it. If you were grooming an asset for a future domestic operation, this is exactly the clean exit you would engineer. At trial, they called him a deteriorating madman. But his military testing, the ASVAB, showed a stable, intelligent, and capable man at enlistment. Which version of Jeffrey Dahmer do you believe? Then, there are the connections that simply shouldn't exist for a rural loner. In 1978, as a high schooler, Dahmer allegedly walked into Vice President Walter Mondale's office on a whim. Think about that. Mondale was the first VP to move into the West Wing. Access required Secret Service vetting and a spot on the official daily appointments list. You don't walk into the West Wing unless you have a pass. Fast forward to 1991. Sopa Princewill, Dahmer's building manager, saw something from Dahmer the media ignored. A certificate of political activity signed by Ron Brown, the chairman of the Democratic National Committee. Dahmer wasn't a serial killer. He was a politically connected operative with ties to a presidential task force. Follow the timeline. It's the most convenient sequence in American political history. The Milwaukee cannibal horror was the perfect psychological operation to manufacture consent for the expansion of the prison state. It also solved the Catholic Church's abuse scandals and the police department's PR crisis all at once. The monster of Milwaukee was purpose-built, not born. He was a tool used by forces in boardrooms and courtrooms to keep a nation afraid. If you want the full documented evidence, the paper trails, the secret deals, and the proof the media buried, you need to read the full investigation. My book, Jeffrey Dahmer, Uncovering the Case for Innocence, is available now. It's the result of months of digging into records they thought were forgotten. Link is in the description. The truth doesn't care about your comfort. Help us keep this investigation going. Like this video to fight the algorithm, comment with your thoughts on the military connection, and subscribe to see the rest of the evidence. The real monsters were never on North 25th Street. They were the ones who needed you to stop asking questions. The investigation continues. It's time to stop fearing the monster and start questioning the story. Thanks for watching.